By the way, have you come across one of those people who seem to really get something, but then when you follow up, they are near absolutely clueless? Let's take a quick look. Why does that happen? So how does that happen? Someone seems to really get it, but then they don't actually get it at all. There is a certain illusion of knowing that you get it, born from several sources. What's common to them all is that they fall short of the gold standard of you directly witnessing it, having experienced it. Instead, they are ideas on different planes of your being. A very common getting it is the intellectual, rational getting it. You get the idea, but it doesn't mean that you actually get the experience, the what is behind the idea. It's just a construct in your mind. But with this rational, analytical reconstruction of the thing in itself, you don't actually get it. You just get the theory, you just get the structure. You're not actually touching it, you're not actually seeing it. The other very common getting it that actually isn't getting it is through your emotional resonance. You come across something, you connect with your feelings. It makes you feel alright. It vibes, and therefore you get it. No, but you don't actually get it. You only get how it makes you feel, and that doesn't make it an understanding of what it is. But that in itself is just your subjective emotional resonance about something. It doesn't mean that you get it at all. The only thing you get is how it makes you feel. Now these two, the rational construct and the emotional resonance, that's not to say they cannot be helpful. Yes, they certainly can. But they cannot become the definitive form of understanding. Understand that you do not understand. If you have crafted it in your mind, if you're feeling strongly about it, that's still a world away from direct witnessing of what is. But alas, how we like to hold on to these two, because they enhance our self-perception. That's where it gets an order of magnitude more complex and confused. When your ego kicks in, when your sense of identity is validated by these intellectual constructs, by these emotional vibes. When your identity fuses with your getting an idea, but not really, then that fusion you defend with vigor. It becomes a matter of your self-preservation. When this happens, you definitely are not getting anything at all beyond your little box. You blind yourself to new insight, new information. You even blind yourself to the reality of what is, because your idea needs to hold, your feeling needs to hold. By the way, that makes you utterly lost as to what actually is.